guaranteed a spot in tomorrow's finals.
That's right. So big pressure, a lot of stuff riding on this match point here.
Yeah, so what is the next map that we are gonna be looking at?
That's a great
Potentially
question.
yeah, this is gonna be a set point for Splatoon Green. We are moving into a tower control map, and
I
this is
believe
on
that's
Inkblot.
Inkblot. Yes.
Yes.
Inkblot Tower, good old classic from the can I say classic from the days of Splatoon 2? Has it been too long?
I think we could call that a classic enough.
I don't know, I just remember, like, if people weren't counterpicking zones, it was always, Inkblot Tower that they would go to.
Absolutely.
Like, I think I saw more Inkblot Tower games than anything else, and I still do, honestly.
Yeah. I still
It's
see
just
this one counterpicked all the time. So I feel
yeah.
like, most times if you're playing competitive Splatoon, you have a lot of familiarity with this map mode.
Mhm. I will say we did see really strong paint on the side of Splatoon Green's comp with what with the bow and the splash and everything. And since we're moving into tower now, I do wonder if they'll switch off the splash to something a little more damage focused, perhaps. Nothing against splash, of course, it's still a really useful weapon. But I do wonder if they're gonna go for maybe even more of that like AoE feel like they have with the bow.
They could. Looking at, our statistics we have, I do
Mhm.
notice that USF Splatoon Green has a very high win rate on tower control. Like, they've won tower control maps 75% of the time.
Really? That's pretty dang good.
Yeah, so they might be feeling pretty good moving into this. They've already got that momentum of being up 2-0.
Mhm.
So, HLG Gold's got an uphill climb, but we're not gonna count them out just yet.
Absolutely not. I mean, very sweet. Hey, always completely possible.
It could happen. It could happen. We do love to see it.
Yeah. I will say, like, both of these teams playing Headed as their cooler weapon is very interesting because as a Headed player myself, more credit. We have a Zap, and so I'm very used to the feel and seeing other teams play Zap as their cooler weapon instead of Headed. We are still gonna see the splash here, blaster
Oh,
and
and
Zap.
the
All right,
charger.
we got a big switch. So that hero shot is staying, but we've got custom blaster. Uh, we have the Zap as the cooler weapon now, and then we are gonna bring out the ZF charger. So this one, pretty aggressive charger. You got the wall, you got the strikes as well. And now you have the probably a little bit easier to place the coolers with the head as well. Ooh, immediate,
Yeah.
nice direct pick from the blaster there on the carbon. They do go down as well. But yeah, there's the soda, there's the whale, there's strikes, all of this coming out. And Splatoon Green's got a lot of mid control all of a sudden with those specials coming out there and all ganging up on the charger. A little mean, but I completely
You
understand why
gotta
it
do
has to.
it.
You gotta, you know what? As a backline player, you gotta do it, but come on, why?
Yeah, and what I really find interesting about Gold's comp, like, clearly they saw what we ran the last 2 games was not working against this team. We need to change it up. And I can see, like, Blaster, obvious pick for tower control. If you've got a Blaster player, their favorite mode's tower control. And I think they're gonna be a lot more aggressive here, but they are gonna have to be careful to not get caught off guard by the carbon over on green side.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have the Kraken here, a couple picks down on the side of green, and so Gold is going to take this opportunity to move up, starting up that Zuka as well. They are at checkpoint 1. There's the Kraken going in, taking control of Plat, looking for the picks. Doesn't quite get them, though, and is going to have to back out there. You do have 3 members on Plat. The strike's going to force. They really need to get control of Plat. Need to take out this carbon as well. Make sure. Yeah,
And they
they heard me.
do.
You can't have the carbon sharking on Plat when you're trying to make an equal tower push. Ooh, and Tower Rider gets cut out because unfortunately, they don't have control of bats here, which is where Splatoon Green is setting up and placing their defense, especially the Headed right here. And you can see that is completely successful, taking them out, but not before they get through that second checkpoint. So HLG Gold, if they build up for a next push, that is going to make getting more points on the board a lot easier. But right now, it is Splatoon Green's turn to be in control. And can I just say, HLG Gold not being gold is really messing with me.
I know. It's so confusing. But we are moving up. We see that, carbon does get cold out, forced to back up a little, but they are doing a really good job of pressuring in. Green's really racking up points. one person down on both sides of teams, but the push is not over yet. We do see
Ooh.
taking out that Hadit. Really, really awkward place to be. We have a jump coming in. The push is not entirely over yet, but Gold's doing a good job of just trying to push this tower away and to
Yeah,
make sure that they don't get the lead here.
you've got a little bit of an awkward angle from Green here, but still maintaining presence around the tower. You can see the bow here up, trying to get placed in bats, but a little bit isolated. And that's one, that's two, no triple! That Zuka getting canceled on the tower, and Silver is gonna come in here and try and get some more points on the board. 51 to 43 right now as the Blaster takes the tower, and I think that is finally the end of that push, but wow, they kept that presence around the tower for a long time. HLG Gold going to take back control of mid here with the Soda. Gotta watch out for that Carbon, though, absolutely just rushing down the Blaster. No fear. Gets taken out themselves, but man, I admire the aggression that this Carbon is showing.
Yeah, really. Two go down on the side of Green, and this is not where they want to be. They almost got that lead. They really want to keep momentum in their favor. Silver's trying to get paint down for the rest of the team, but gets called out on their own.
Oh, yes. We have this Zap in mid as well, getting Paint doing their job. One down again on both sides. Just feels like all these teams almost never have their full rosters up as they're constantly picking each other off. And we have that tower just chilling in mid right now as the Zuka comes out from Splatoon Green looking for a pick. Ooh, doesn't quite get it. And Spaceplan actually here getting a pick themselves. Two down on the side of Green. And we are running out of time for them to make a last push. They don't have specials online. You can see that jump getting trying to get camped as well. Oh, but Carbon says, no, you are not going to take me down here, and gets another pick as well. They're just making such great use of the angles from the stacks, but still numbers down, as you can see the Blaster all the way up in bats there. Now they have to deal with that with only 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I think this Carbon knows that really in these last 30 seconds, they need to get some picks. Oh my gosh, and Green's, that was a really good pick from the bow. Calling out the Painter here. Really, really good use of specials. They're going to have to make sure. They do still have Zuka. Carbon still has Zuka. We've got 10 seconds left to go. This is their final push, trying to get this Charger out of position, able to take them out. We do also have Zuka online from Gold, using it on the tower. It's a huge wipeout!
Oh man, that is triple has got to have felt good.
Oh, that must have felt amazing. And that means that HLG Gold is still in it.
In it and looking to win it. Oh man, yeah, just completely preventing overtime from triggering, from saying, hey, you know what about a GG Zuka? Why not, if all of you are trying to get on the tower, I'm just gonna blast it. And that's it.
Yeah, it's like, you know what,
Whoa.
even if you're behind the pole and I don't get like the direct on you, I'm just gonna fire another, and then
Yeah, because the
these
shots
two
they
indirects
cover,
will
just,
take you.
yeah. Just man, I know that feeling all too well. The scramble to get on the tower and to trigger overtime, and you can't coordinate who's doing it, so everybody goes for it, and then
It's just like rabid screaming.
yeah. Oh man,
Oh,
what
but
an
yeah, that
ending!
must have felt amazing.
It's a
So
very
Gold,
close match.
if Gold reverse sweeps this,
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be a story, but we will have to see. Man, that comp switch though, like
yeah, and
that's
you know,
flexibility at its finest.
maybe they're gonna stick with this. Maybe they thought, "Oh my gosh, like that was amazing." Like
Yeah.
maybe we figured out how to take down Splatoon Green, but really that was very back and forth. We saw
Mhm.
USF almost took the lead there.
Yeah, I will say that Blaster on HLG Gold did a great job. As we saw them landing really nice directs and picks. They did struggle a little bit with having the Carbon rush them down, but that's how the weapon is. Unfortunately, I'm
Yep.
not sure if there's really much you can do about that. I do wonder if they'll keep it around or if that was a tower control dependent pick.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible it was a tower control only pick. I guess we'll have to see what our next map mode is.